Hey guys, John here from Learning Guitar Now. In this lesson, I want to show you how to play a 12-bar minor slow blues solo in the key of B. This track has sort of a 10-pen alley blue jean blues type of a feel, and is a really fun type of slow blues to play over to me. To get the tone for the lesson, I'm using my 1966 Super Reverb plugged straight into the amp with no effects. We'll go ahead and take a look at the first few licks for free. And if you'd like to gain access to the full lesson, the interactive tab and backing track, check out the All Access Pass. Let's go ahead and start the lesson. Okay, now I'm going to break the solo down for you into 10 separate licks. We're in the key of B, and this is a minor blues. So it's a 1-4-5, and the chords we're using are B minor is your 1 chord, E minor is your 4 chord, F sharp minor is the 5 chord. So we're playing the solo over that chord progression. So lick 1 comes in right before the progression starts, right after the 9th count. Count this in 12/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go ahead and play lick 1. Sounds like this. Okay, so that is lick number 1. And like I mentioned previously, we are coming in right after the 9th count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And when we strike that 9th fret right here on the D string, that is when the band is coming in. And that 9th fret right there is a B note. We're in the first position, minor pentatonic scale. Starts on 7th fret here, low E string. So I'm doing an upstroke rake, and then just kind of hitting the 9th fret here on our A string with the upstroke. Pretty sweet move there. For more about that, please visit my Blues Techniques course. So we're doing the upstroke rake on the 9th fret right after the 9th count, then 7, 9, and then bend slightly that 7th fret of the G string. Now this is minor blues, so you know if you go up to the 8th fret on the G string, that's our major third, and that's not what we really want to hear over a minor blues, is this note. So you don't want to bend that 7th fret to that 8th fret sound. Of course, there's always places where people have done that in the past. As a general rule of thumb, you don't really want to play a major third over a minor chord. It has been done. I've heard Jimmy Page do it in certain instances, but you know, really depends on the situation and how you're implementing this. So I'm just bending it slightly to where it's not going to the major third, but just a tad bend to give it some attitude. And we're gonna vibrato this 9th fret on the D string. On the 7th fret, I'm gonna use these Albert King SRV style slides. I'm just using an upstroke and sliding back on the 7th count to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's cool to do those on that 7th count because in the 12/8 blues, you know, you got your kick on your 1, 2, 3, snare on the 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. That kick will be coming in again on the 7th count. So it's cool to just emphasize that kick drum on the 7th count right there, I think. And for the next bar, we're still on the B minor chord. We're sliding to 10, 12 on the B. On the 10th count, play this phrase. Straight from the minor pentatonic scale, I'm just pulling off or going in on the 10th count for the next phrase. Pull off 10 to 7, 9th on the G, 7. Now bend the G string, pull it down, and then end on that 9th fret right here, which is an E note. And keep in mind, we're still over the B minor chord, and it gives it a little bit of a Jeff Beck style sound because we're ending on this 4th interval, which is an E. It makes it just sound like it's waiting to go somewhere. So if you want to have that type of a sound, which I hear Jeff Beck does a lot, end in hang on a fourth interval on the one chord. It's not like a resolution type note. Sometimes it sounds cool to end on that fourth note. You can hear it. Sounds like it wants to resolve to somewhere because that ninth fret right here, the E note, the fourth interval gives us that sound. Okay, so that's it for lick 1. Lick 2 sounds like this. Okay, lick 2 comes in on the 12th count of the bar we were previously on. I'm just staying right here in the minor pentatonic first position, 7th fret on the G string. Now we're starting the next bar on this phrase. Really easy rhythm, but it sounds great. It's just all 16th notes. We're just adding those slight bends into it to give it a little bit of attitude. So 7/9 on the G. Now bar your first finger, and you need to bar the B in the G string, and then you're going to hear that B kind of hang with that 7th fret on the G string after you bend it slightly. Pretty sweet little move there, I think. It's all in a row, just bending it real quick and then moving. It's also a great exercise to go between barring your first finger on the B and the G string. Now you got to bar on the 9th fret of the D and the A string. Most people are always like, but there's some great things or great sounds you can get when you just bar and then roll. So I'm doing my first finger, letting it hang, but rolling that third finger because I don't want them both to sound out on the 9th fret on the D and the A. So not too terrible, difficult of a lick, but you can get caught up trying to do that. If you can't play that, you can make an exercise just over that phrase. And then move it to different keys if you want. That's the key of A. G. You could use that little phrase over so many different types of things. Back to B. A great intro for a blues. Change the way you strike it. Just accented that certain notes to begin with and end with. Anyway, pretty cool little phrase there in my opinion. Okay, so that is it for lick 2. Okay, lick 3 sounds like this. Okay, lick 3, we're moving to the 4 chord, the E minor chord, and some just key notes for beginner blues guitar soloing. People to just, you got to know this stuff. The Chuck Berry move is what I like to call this thing. We are going to bend the 9th fret on the G string, bar your first finger on the 7th fret of the B and E. And it's just a really easy phrase. Comes in right on the first bar of this E minor chord. And since we're counting this in 12/8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, we're just playing each one of these notes right on the beat. Sometimes it sounds great to play this kind of stuff over a slow blues 12/8, just right on the count. So it comes in right when the 4 chord hits. So we had this lick previously. So we did the Chuck Berry move, and we're sliding into that 10 to 12, and that's moving us to the 2nd position minor pentatonic scale, key of B, and that 12th fret right here is our E note. Very little simple concept to remember. We just went to the E minor chord, the chord progression, and we slid into the E note. Pretty basic. The 12th fret here. Right in that second position, minor pentatonic scale. Now we're going to do this Albert King style lick. So 12, 10, 12, 12 on the B, 10, 12 on the high E. And then gradually bend up that 12th fret, full step to 14th fret sound. Let it hang. Now we're going to do this move. Kind of a SRV Albert King move. Doing a rake, 10, 12, bend up 12, 10, 12. Heavy vibrato. So the whole lick 3, not too terribly difficult of a lick, but you just got to be able to do those type of things. Getting a rake down, getting the Chuck Berry move under your finger, sliding, adding vibrato, all those little nuances you can use over any type of a blues tune. Okay, so that is it for lick 3. Okay, that does it for this free lesson. As I mentioned previously, if you would like to gain access to the full lesson, check out the All Access Pass. When you do become an All Access Pass subscriber, you'll also gain access to all of the courses and lessons on the site that will teach you the concepts and techniques required to play improvisational blues and slide guitar. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.